Hey everyone, welcome back. It's good to see you back here again in Warrior's Garden. So it's a big day. I got a big surprise for you all. We're going to do something new. And I wanted to do this for a long time. I'm going to plant my first ever tropical tree. So yeah, I'm excited to do this, man. I want a mango tree. I really do want a mango tree. So why don't you join me with this while I go and search for one and put it in the ground and see if I can make it grow. Let's do this.
Hey folks, so I made the purchase and it's a big one and I hope it works out well. We are going to see if this mango tree does what people have told me it will do and do well in Arizona. I know a lot of it's up to the gardener, so hopefully this gardener's got it down. But I'll show you, first of all, this fantastic nursery I bought it from is wonderful. There's kind of a glimpse, you know. Oh, I love this place. I spent a lot of money here. But now it's time to take it home, see what we can do, and see if this, see if this gardener can make it grow.
So this is where I plan to put the mango, is right here. And the reason why is the mango, even though it's a tropical plant, it gets way too much heat here in the direct sun. So I'm putting it in between my house and my neighbor's house, and it's pretty sheltered area. So only it'll get about 4 to 5 hours sun, and it's the perfect spot for these mangoes. And they can do well in Arizona. So I know a lot of people have had success with them. I chose a particular variety. It's called a Glen mango, comes from Florida, and it gets about 10-15 feet tall, non-fibrous mango, has a bit of peach flavor to it, a bit of melon flavor, real sweet. It's supposed to be a fantastic mango. So you know what, I'm excited to try it out and see if I can make a mango grow in Warrior's Garden. So let's do it. Let's get that thing in the ground, and I'll take you along for the ride. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I need to prepare this spot. Honestly, I want all that gravel out. I'm going to leave a strip of gravel along here for my plants and put some blocks there and move the gravel to the other side. But this part here, I'm going to pull out and replace with mulch. So one of the things I wanted to point out to you, I don't know if you can see that in the video. Hopefully I can enhance it enough that you can. If you see the two different colors soil right there and right there, this color up here, that's a lot of clay. This would have been brought in by the contractor that built this home and put on top of this soil, which is lighter in color. This down here is the native soil. So, well, that's kind of good news. I'm glad for that. And this soil is a bit sandy, which makes me a little bit happy, because when I go to put the tree in, I'm going to mix some of the native soil with a little bit of this clay and some compost and azurite, and that should make a really good place for this mango.
All right, folks. Well, I've done as much as I can at the moment. I'm not a young man like I used to be. My mind is, but my body's not. So I'm going to give it a rest, but I have two reasons for that. One, I need to do a little research before I go any further. But the other, I don't know if you can see that behind me. See that? We've got a storm coming in. I'm going to try and go as much longer as I can, but eventually I may have to stop because of that storm and wait until tomorrow. But we'll get it done and you'll see the results. Well, just like that, it's the next day. It didn't rain last night, but it did get dark pretty quick. So, you know, I decided to finish it today. So what I've done now, I've got the hole the way I want it, and I'm ready to put that tree in it almost. I've got one little thing I want to do, and I'm going to show that to you. So if you decide to go down this route, one goes with any tree really. I've done this with all my fruiting trees, and you know, maybe I'll help you too. So let me show you what I'm going to do. So there's a hole. It's all dug. It's the right depth, a little deeper than
what I need, but that's intentional. What I'm going to do now is down in the bottom of this hole, I've loosened up the soil real well with the breaker bar. So I'm going to put a few scoopfuls of this mulch and some of the azomite. And this is azomite right here. This happens to be the brand they carry at the nursery near me. But I'm going to put some of that in the bottom and mix it in with the soil. So I'm going about 50-50 mulch and native soil. Actually, I'm going to use the soil down there and maybe a little bit of this one. And maybe probably half the box of this azomite. And then the rest of the box is going to go in that soil over there. I'm going to mix more native soil in. And that's what I'm going to fill around the edge of the tree. That's not the only thing I'm going to do. I'm also going to give it some B1 vitamins to help it go through transplant shock. So hopefully it won't have transplant shock. And it'll be healthy and happy and produce lots of mangoes for me. So let me show that to you. This is what I use. Once again, this is what's at my local nursery. It has iron, magnesium, and zinc, as well as vitamin B1. And it helps reduce the transplant shock like it says on there. So let's get with it and let's get this tree in the ground. I'm going to backfill around the tree and make sure it's all good. And that'll give it lots of wonderful soil to help it grow into. Hey, look at you, buddy. Look at you. What are you doing over there?
got her done. Yeah, I did. I'm pretty excited about it. We're gonna have some mangoes, man. I am confident it's gonna work out well. At least I hope so. Anyhow, let me show you what we did. There it is. There's the big reveal. Mango trees in the ground. I kind of reorganized the garden a bit on this end. You can see how I did the plants. I put that edging around with those blocks to keep the gravel out of the compost and the compost out of the gravel. But yeah, I'm real pleased. Hey, thanks for joining me on this adventure. We got a tree in, another tree. I'm so excited. We were pushing our luck. I've got a little bit more time before it gets too hot, but especially after March, you start getting to April, temperatures start getting into especially close to 90. You can't be doing no more fruit trees here in Arizona because they can't take the stress of being planted in the hot weather. So we caught it in the perfect timing. Weather's good, no worry about freezes. So yeah, I think I'm going to have mangoes. So thanks for joining me on this. And if you have ideas to put in my garden, drop them down below and I will see what we can do, and I'll see if I can throw some of those ideas in my garden. Always enjoy having you along. I hope to see you on the next adventure, and until next time, keep gardening, man.